Sam and Jacob, stepping into the shoes of Diego and Dora feels awesome, but also intimidating at the same time. So, for both of you, individually and together, what do you think was the biggest concern that you had getting into the role, and how did you overcome that over filming?
Ooh, that's a great
A
question.
really good question.
Obviously, we know classic Dora and Diego, best of friends, best of cousins, always there for each other and always ready for an adventure. But with this movie, specifically, they have very different goals. They have very different milestones that they're prepared for and very different paths that they're on. And we see Dora, she's very committed, and Diego doesn't really get a chance to sort of explain where he sees the next, however many years of his life. And that's, when he eventually tells her, it's a truth bomb a little bit, all this pent up frustration, I think, kind of gets to her, and they get, a little scrappy with each other. But I think it was completely necessary for their character development, because they realized that it doesn't matter where you are in the world, but as long as we have each other, that's what matters. And that love and that relationship between them is the most important thing out of everything.
Yeah, and I think when I first found out that I was going to be Diego, I was as hyped as one can be. I was nothing but excitement. But once it came to actually starting to work on this thing, then all the nerves started setting in, like, okay, I got to make sure I do this character justice. And I started rereading the script and having this picture of what Diego is in my head and trying to see how I could fit it into how this story goes. And like Dora said, there's a lot of frustration that builds up within Diego and throughout this movie. So my main concern was to make sure that Diego doesn't come off as the bad guy, as a person that's trying to kill everyone's vibe, as someone that's not adventurous, as someone that's not up for the adventure, because ultimately that's what Diego is. And I still wanted the audience to still have that same love and amazement over what Diego is as I did when I was a kid.